Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Stenography? Why would you talk about stenography? Hey everybody, welcome to the escape pod. I'm Big Lovin, this is DellaSnooch, and over here we got Dragon Buddy. The Eminem Show. Clankety clank, bitch.
That's why I drink. The Eminem Show.
The Eminem
Eminem Show.
So there's the yellow one and the blue one and a red.
Green one makes you horny.
Used to be brown ones.
Are you talking about the markers that smelled good?
No. Was there M&M markers that smelled good?
No.
Fucking A.
Hell yeah, that's why I
Chris, you're gonna have to run the show.
We can't do this, dude.
I can't do this. Okay, we got to talk about the green M&Ms all show.
Oh, you know what? Sexy green M&Ms for the win.
For the
The
fucking win, bitches.
Hi, my name is Green M&M.
Yeah. She's, you know, she's just,
Hey.
she's like,
I'm
you
horny
know
and I don't know why.
Because
I ate all the green M&Ms.
Oh, I never understood that.
I don't know. Did you ever eat all the green M&Ms?
I'm still horny regardless if it's green ones or red
Ah.
ones.
Yes. See, that might be my problem.
Doing it right.
Yeah.
Doing it right.
M&M's.
Either way, it's chocolate, man. It's hot.
Sexy. Even if they have a thin candy shell.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of the thin candy shell that makes you.
Yeah, makes it
Horny.
sexy. Yeah, you're
Right.
like, ooh, if it wasn't for that thin, it's like I see it, but with a thin candy shell, it leaves more to the imagination.
There you are, laying in
bit.
bed, crunching through thin candy shells, feeling hard about yourself.
I am a bad motherfucker.
See, that's how it happens, kids. Next thing you know,
You're pregnant.
Yeah. Green M&Ms and tequila, I guess, is what they did.
yeah, or either or.
Either or, yeah.
Green
Yeah.
M&Ms,
And both of you are pregnant.
tequila.
Yeah,
Pregnant.
If
yeah.
you're doing both.
Green M&Ms
Careful.
make my tequila pregnant.
Sometimes the tequila gets my M&Ms pregnant, and then I have M&M minis, but I haven't had those in a while.
Yeah, what happened to M&M minis?
I don't know. They were delicious.
It came in that little pop top.
Yeah,
little,
weed
and you could be
in.
like,
Yes, that's exactly what everybody did with it.
yeah, you squeezed it and it went.
No, he said you put your weed in it. That's what everybody did.
No, we didn't.
You didn't do that?
Nobody smokes weed.
You're the worst kind of person.
I put whole joints in there.
Oh, well.
Yeah, see?
That would make sense.
Good man. Good man.
You could put about 5 of them in there if you rolled them tight.
Right? Look, they're waterproof.
Yeah, see?
Woo-hoo.
See?
Save
And
the
then when
day.
your boy would be like, what's up, bitch? We about to smoke. You'd be like, and the
Try to
lid
get
would
it out.
pop open like it was automatic.
Hold on.
You knew.
I got it.
Corey says they still make them. Every gas station has them.
I haven't
don't
seen
see
them.
them. I don't
See,
see
That's because I'm fucking old and I'm like, you got
Maybe
any
I'm
of them
not.
scratch offs?
You got any scratches? I don't do the little M&M.
What's the Powerball at?
Oh, jeez.
I gotta look for them, dude.
I guess.
And then when
I
we
know
have-
they sell them in the giant bag because you can use them to like make cookies, but I haven't seen them in the little.
in the I'm talking specifically in the weed storage device.
Now, see, I also want to know, like, because the cost of everything has gone up, is it like $17 for that little plastic?
Oh, probably.
Probably. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know,
Gotta pay for
it's-
shipping. and
At
trucking.
this point, like the last time I bought a candy bar, I had to take out a small loan.
it's
Right?
ridiculous.
And got denied.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
fuck you.
absolutely.
Yeah,
When was the
maybe-
last time you went to a party store, like gas station or whatever, and you like bought just a pop?
Yeah, and you realize,
And you
Wow.
walk up to the counter and that bitch is like, that's gonna be $27.50, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
How'd that happen?
It's one Coke.
but
There's
it's
not even Coke in
just
it.
one.
That's why I rarely get Gatorade at
No.
because Gatorade's so fucking expensive. But like I'll buy Powerade, but then I'll get Gatorade from a vending machine because that's reasonably priced.
Corey says they're like $3
Yeah.
for that. There's
Ridiculous.
like 9 M&Ms and a weed storage device. That's all it is. Although as much coke as I was doing in 1998, that was just where I put my coke, hanging right around my neck.
In the M&M's container?
In the M&M's container.
Wow.
Pop.
That's a big ass nostril.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, I was doing a lot of coke.
That's crazy. Cow, we are feeling
Guess so.
nothing. How you feeling? Not.
No, I
just
was feeling my paycheck evaporate.
How you feeling? I feel nothing.
Oh, that's the worst.
What's a suit?
Probably, and then he's ginger, so he has no soul, so he probably felt invincible.
Right.
Wow. Crazy. He's naked running down the street.
A long time.
A coked up redhead thing,
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Just think about it. I'd be snorting souls.
It would happen quick, too.
Yeah.
Right?
It would happen quick. It'd be like that horrible Zack Snyder Zombie Vegas movie.
Yeah.
It would just happen that fucking
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. That movie was bad.
God, I couldn't even finish.
Oh,
Like I started watching it and the first like mingling of the zombies, I was like, I am fucking out.
We were going to do a show on it.
Yeah, we
And
were.
I think
Right.
Brady texted me halfway through watching.
It
I was
wasn't even
"Bro, I'm not
halfway."
even doing this.
Yeah, no, it was fucking bad.
I made it all the way through because I thought we were going to do a show about it. And then he watched it like 2 days later and was like,
don't.
I watched the opening credits. We're not doing
Yeah,
this
we
show.
are not.
Don't do it.
I'm like, damn it. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you do
It
that.
was bad.
Not good.
Oh,
Not
geez.
good. I didn't finish it either.
It was like if Escape from LA was a zombie movie in Vegas.
This is always my fucking problem when you call it a zombie movie and the zombies don't act like fucking zombies. I like mindless fucking zombies who walk slow and want to fucking not necessarily eat your brains, but they want to fucking
wanna chunk it,
human flesh. That's what I want. I don't want these fast 28 days later. Holy fuck.
Yeah, see? Holy fuck, he says.
We need to get some.
I just showed him a picture of my wiener, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh. I
I
want
need to
some.
get some. Right?
Yeah. Christmas M&M weed holsters. That's what it is.
People are like, I thought they were talking about the rapper. They were talking about dick candy. What the hell?
I've been keeping my weed in this wrapper. I don't think it works as good.
You know what it is? It's dick candy, and the kids eat it up. I thought it was musical rap. What the dick
shit?
candy? For the worst.
Fucking paste.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, see, Tina's with me. She doesn't like those fast-running dead motherfuckers. I agree, dude.
I don't
Right?
understand it. The same thing with World War Z.
No, and if you read the book,
Yeah.
read the book. That book is the greatest
It's a good book.
zombie thing
It's a
ever.
good book.
They
The
should.
movie was a pile of shit to what they did to the book, man.
It just call it Brad Pitt zombie movie.
Yeah.
Don't call it World War Z, because World War Z, every chapter is about a different person, a different fucking story.
Oh, yeah, you made me listen to that as a podcast, and I was like, okay.
It was fucking awesome.
It's good. It's good.
It's so good. Kiss my grits.
Kiss my grits.
Grits. Mm.
The audiobook is amazing, Tina. I agree, because they have everyone from like Alan Alden, fucking Common, Mark Hamill. He does a voice in the audiobook. It's so fucking good. So fucking good!
So
I
good.
remember something. We can't do this show without this thing.
What is
Gotta
he
put our dick in the
doing?
M&Ms.
I guess I don't know what he's doing. He might be.
Needs a thing.
It's Don. You know what I mean? Like
It could be anything.
he's a weird bastard.
You never know, man.
I think he's
Go
choking
on.
himself and jerking off outside the door.
There's like a rope that hangs from a little hook.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you
Oh,
doing?
that was quick.
See?
Fuck yeah, but there's no.
We're talking about Eminem.
But we need the minis so we can fucking fill in the gaps.
These
like
are-
that fucking college professor's like,
Oh.
does this look like it's full? And then there's dump more shit in it. How about now?
Don't put the sand in with the M&Ms. I get
Don't
it.
don't you fucking do that, you piece of shit. Cock sand. That's the worst kind of sand. Some lady in the audience. I beg to differ. Vagina sand.
It's coarse. It gets everywhere. It's a dick.
Where the fuck did that come from? You remember the first time you heard that expression? There was like a comedian or something that was joking about it, and he was like throwing it at somebody. It was like cock sand, like
no, it was fucking King of the Hill.
Was it?
And it was the dude who go pocket sand. That was like his getaway. The fucking dude who's on the conspiracies and shit.
Yeah,
right. That's what it was.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
The fucking best. Have you seen the meme where they have him and it's got fucking Anakin Skywalker, or no, it's Darth Vader, and he's throwing the Obi-Wan's throwing the pocket sand. It's the fucking best. It's from A New Hope. Oh, I love it.
That would absolutely destroy Anakin Skywalker.
Right? Oh, what the fuck?
No.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, I know it.
Everybody's trying to fucking use these big contraptions and fucking lightsabers. You're like, I got pocket sand.
Cock
bitch.
sand.
You're going, cock sand. What the fuck?
Never saw that coming.
He threw cock sand in my face.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's the worst. It smells like stinky cheese. Why does cock sand smell like stinky cheese?
Never realized before. Sand smells disgusting.
Does your cock sand smell like stinky cheese?
Try it.
Yeah, why? Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Try cock rosette again. Get rid of that not so fresh cock sand.
My sand's kind of close.
To answer JT, that's just how we roll here, man.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to the shit show.
Zombies to lightsabers to cock sand. That's
and
the
we're
show,
supposed
kids.
to be talking about Eminem.
We have a supervisor. It's
Eminem.
okay.
You like?
Eminem. You like?
You guys heard it. You know what's up.
You know this.
Damn right.
It doesn't come in a little weed container, but I mean, just think about how much weed you can put in
right?
here.
I'd rather have the amount of weed you can put in there versus.
Yeah.
I'll take the screw top. Thank you.
That will be 1 pound.
Oh my lord!
How much weight of M&M's? 14 ounces. 3 pounds. 3 pounds of M&M's. You know how much?
You know the
weed you can put in
street.
this?
You know the street value of those.
Yeah.
The street value of those M&Ms.
You could put all the strains in there.
All the
strains.
Or
at least have fun trying.
It fits, man.
Yep, absolutely. You can get the Cheech and the Chong in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We should do an episode on the Cheech and Chong movies.
And just have it super smoky in here.
Mm-hmm. Like Nice Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so good.
Nice dreams. Dave's not here, man.
We'll get Dragon Buddy one of those fucking vapors where he turns into an iguana.
Yes, dude.
Like, we're going to do it.
That would be fucking awesome if
Nice.
you dress up in a whole, like, iguana costume.
We'll get some of them orange push pops.
This is the fucking greatest show ever.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, we'll put some Tide Stick in it. It'll be great.
JT says he wants us to be honest. Who dyed their hair blonde and wore white tees with jeans? I dyed my hair blonde. I didn't do the combing it forward.
I have never owned a white pair of jeans.
No, white tees, stupid.
Oh, yeah, white tees with jeans. Yeah.
Regular
jeans.
Yeah.
But remember when motherfuckers were wearing those white blue jeans?
I couldn't stand.
White
not that
denim jeans.
I'm not that
Right.
guy. I couldn't stand. This is the same reason I don't wear white hats.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I did have in like maybe 1991 the Levi's denim jacket that was all stone washed, so it was almost like white.
Yeah, I had one of those
Yeah.
too when I was young.
Still denim colored, though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
more. It wasn't fucking white.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, but see, JT, bro, Eminem had the money for like a fresh white tee every hour.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I would like.
I had a
I
barbecue
hated
stain on my
like a white
t-shirt.
tee was awesome when you first wore it. After that, after you washed it, it was fucking garbage because it was never that white ever. Just every wash it seemed to fade and just get to a dingy color. I fucking hated white tees.
My hair was every color of the rainbow, but I was also punk and hardcore, and my listening range was like all over the place.
Oh yeah, very eclectic musically.
Very eclectic. So,
but I did go through the blonde phase, and I don't know if that's attributed to Eminem because I didn't go platinum. Like, I didn't do the platinum blonde, but I dyed my hair. But like even before Eminem, I used to put like sun in and shit in my hair.
Oh, right. Sun in. I've seen pictures of you with sun in, washed out your shit.
What?
Where you was blonde as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
You'd washed out your shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I remember seeing pictures of that Beach Boy.
Yeah. Well, no, when I was little, I just had fucking white hair. I was a towhead. Like, it was bad.
You've been living on those good vibrations.
You know it's
good vibrations.
That's what the fuck I do, motherfucker. How about you?
That wasn't in the original Beach Boy song.
It's the fucking remix with Eminem.
Eminem's the yellow one.
Which color?
Welcome to the show about candy. We have tricked you.
There's still brown M&Ms.
This will not be about hip hop music. It will be about candy and cholesterol.
Hip hoppopotamus.
This is bullshit. Why does he get all the easy ones?
What movie is that from? It's so dumb.
Big Daddy.
Is it Big Daddy?
Yeah, Big Daddy.
This is bullshit.
They're practicing for a spelling bee or something, right?
He's just helping him with his homework and shit.
Yeah.
He's got to do his schoolwork.
He gets all the easy ones.
This is bullshit.
He's like 9.
Why does he win?
I wipe my own ass.
This is bullshit. I win.
Come back. I whip my own ass. Scuba Steve.
That's
It's all
good.
coming back.
Damn you, Scuba Steve. Damn you.
That's another episode that we've been meaning to do for a long time.
Is Adam Sandler.
Sandler.
We
Yeah.
want to do an Adam Sandler episode. It'll happen one day, guys.
Yeah, it won't.
One
It's not
day.
going to happen. We're going to talk about it, though, a lot.
Not this year.
Yeah, but next year we'll talk
Next
about it.
Dude, but like JT brought up, like, we'll jump right into Eminem. I mean, we're going to go in and out of it. You know how this fucking show goes. Like,
Right?
Eminem was a look. Like, that was a
Yeah.
fucking style.
It was
Yeah, for
everything.
real.
Like it was a look, or it was like an attitude. It was a
Yeah.
vibe. You know,
Right.
like
When that was it the Slim Shady?
The first one?
What was the first?
Yeah, Slim Shady LP.
Yeah.
Slim Shady. When that song, the one with the Vicodin.
Yeah, the Vicodin on the
opened up
CD.
like a mouth.
On the CD? Yeah, that's the Slim
Yeah.
Shady LP.
Dude,
Yeah.
when that shit came out, dude, that was the biggest album I remember since maybe Straight Outta Compton.
It was the
Right.
biggest.
it was huge.
It was the biggest album that I had for me, like in my possession. That it was my time. If that, like, I was around. I was younger when like the Metallica Black Album. Like, I remember that was a big deal. Like, and I
Right.
know we're crossing genres, but like we've said before, we're all, I think, pretty eclectic musically.
Yep.
But
Fucking don't say that shit about me.
yeah, well, I said it.
I never say mean things. to you.
Oh yeah, dude. JT, I was a huge Korn fan. Still am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw them
I-
before their first album dropped.
I like it with butter. A little bit
But
of
see, he's
salt.
talking Korn, like, I mean, but that goes to that generation. Eminem,
Yeah.
like, Korn was in that generation, that MTV,
Oh, yeah, for
like
sure.
the beginning.
Oh,
era.
yeah.
But Eminem, like, culturally, like, being a white kid and with hip hop, like, it was very different grounds, because it sure as fuck wasn't
Well,
Vanilla Ice.
That's the thing, is the connection to Vanilla Ice came out, and it was that, rap, but it was more
white
pop
guy
than
rap,
anything.
white guy rap.
Eminem came out, and it was like, wow, this kid spits rhymes. Like,
Right.
this isn't, just rhyming stuff. This kid can hold his own on, lyrically.
Right, for sure.
Yeah,
Like, it
lyrically,
was different.
yeah.
It was totally different to see a white kid come out and spit some freestyle shit that'll blow your mind. Not just, the hook, which was Vanilla Ice.
It didn't have that poppy feel to it. It wasn't that white dude rap music where like your mom and dad we're cool with it.
Right.
My mom and dad were never cool with any of it.
Oh, my mom and dad despised rap.
My parents were. It's crap. It's
yeah,
crap.
it was all. Yeah, that was always the joke. It's not rap. It's crap.
I'm not sure my parents even understood that. I was listening to like Tribe Called Quest and shit.
I remember listening to all kinds of
this.
Yeah, I remember listening because I very much liked West Coast rap, so I was always listening to Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and NWA, like you said.
I was bigger on West Coast than East.
Yeah, I was too. I grew up on the West Coast, or in the West, Southwest.
Right.
I was born in California. I spent a lot of time in New Mexico. Spent a lot of time in Texas when I got out of high school and stuff, being in the military and shit like that. So, that was a huge influence as far as rap music for me personally.
Right.
So it was very different, and it was very different, feeling relatable to a lot of what Eminem was talking about, being bullied as a white kid.
Yeah.
Even I don't mean me as a white kid, but just being bullied. Like, I understood, I got that. Like, that made sense to me. I could comprehend that. Whereas there was a lot of rap that you listen to, like, I love storytelling rap. I've always said that DMX is one of my favorite rappers. Just I love the storytelling that DMX did. So it was nice to not just it was not just a perspective, but it was something you're like, oh, I get this.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I know that I've told this story before, probably on this show even.
What's up, Ro? Thanks for joining us, dude.
Hey, Ro. When My Name Is came out, literally the week it came out, is it the week it came out? It was at least when it was new to me, but I think it was the week it came out. I was on spring break in Daytona Beach.
Oh, nice. Yes, you have. So I remember some of this.
So I remember standing up on the balcony of our hotel room that was on the A1A. It didn't face the beach, it faced the A1A. And I remember every time that would come on the radio, because mind you, this is before everybody had the CD.
Yeah.
Right.
And it would come on the local radio station, and you could listen to the whole song on everyone's stereos as they drove by. It was every time that song came on, it was either that song or the Rough Riders anthem.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
Would be so fucking loud. You could stand up. We were standing on the balcony getting fucked up, listening to an entire song like it was playing in our room. Everyone on the street was listening to it. Not just like a couple people, like you'd hear it way down there and it'd come by. Every car on the whole fucking strip was listening to whatever that was.
I remember that.
And it was those two songs.
I remember that song specifically, My Name Is, being played on more than just pop stations.
Right?
I remember,
on rock stations.
Yeah, it was played on fucking rock stations.
Q106 would play My Name Is.
107.9 The Edge would play in Albuquerque, would play My Name Is.
Yep.
That fucking blew my mind. Like, you would hear a country song go from, because I would be in the car with my parents listening to country music. It wasn't my thing at the time. But you could hear those country hits make their way onto pop radio.
Oh, yeah. The 90s had 90s was a lot of, genre bending going on. A lot of it.
And then the 2000s, a lot of gender bending.
It's true, my friends.
It's true.
No, really, though, like you say, there was a point where I think rock and roll music as a whole, like what we knew as rock and roll, hit a wall, and it became self-aware of that.
Yeah.
And then it started to pull things. And then you started to get Limp Bizkit being a rock band. Korn and other bands like that.
You had Public Enemy with Anthrax.
Yeah,
so the metal and the rap.
Remember the Judgment Night CD?
Judgment Night CD,
Ice-T's fucking
body count. Absolutely. Where everything had gone from the rap bands were doing rock music, and the rock bands were doing rap music, and everybody was just
Run DMC and Aerosmith.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's before. That's a predecessor.
That's like the precursor that brought all of this. Like it can work.
Yeah. And then eventually the snake ate its own tail, and Kid Rock put the picture away and did rap country, and everybody was like, "All right, that's enough."
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? This guy's from Detroit. He's doing this rock country thing.
That's enough.
What is going on?
This is too much.
He's from Detroit, and he comes out to where we live, and I guess flies around our lake in his boat.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to bring it up, but fuck Kid Rock. I loved Kid Rock, loved him until he moved away from here. And don't get me wrong. Let's lay everything on Front Street. Kid Rock pretends to be from Detroit. He's not. He's from way north of Detroit in the country where everybody listens to country music.
Right.
So then as Kid Rock became an adult and began to really like believe the shit that he was kind of fed as he was growing up, now he doesn't even fucking live here. He lives in fucking Kentucky.
Right, and he's all over the place too. He's got houses and shit all over.
But he's no longer from here.
Right.
And then he comes up here once a year. He does like 4 shows, like right in a row. All at it's called Pine Knob.
Okay.
But for a long time it was DTE, Detroit Energy Theater.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an outside amphitheater, seats about 40,000 people. He comes in and brings his beer and some other shit, and is like, "Oh, we donate all this to charity." Well, the truth is, he takes his cut, and the beer company gets paid for their beer.
Right.
And the venue gets fucked out of all their money because that's what's getting donated to charity.
Rose hating on our mics. He says we sound distant.
That's all right. We are
He
distant.
fucking doesn't like
We
us.
just don't want to feel.
He just wants you to know that we're pieces of shit, and your mic control is just fucking.
It might be. Do you want, Ro? Do you want me to turn them up?
Is that better?
Is that enough gain for you?
Is that fucking?
You feel better?
Are you satisfied?
Are we in your fucking ear hole now?
Please fucking let us know.
Just let me know. Am I in your ear hole?
Right.
Is that Garza whip enough for you?
If you were Garza Whip, I'd fuck you.
I all right.
I'd watch.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Yep.
Anyway.
He said nothing happened.
Oh, great. That's awesome. Turn your volume up. That's how that works, buddy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow, there's some salt in that man.
Get a new headset, motherfucker.
Tap it. Now
Look at Luna Girl. We were looking at tits and asses before the show, Ro. No, Luna Girl was looking at tits and asses.
Yeah. I tap it one more time, Ro. You got to call me daddy.
Oh, he's playing with it. He's playing with it.
All right. Anyway, so here's the deal. Kid Rock pretends to be Detroit.
Oh, I thought we were going to go back
blah,
to
blah.
Eminem.
We are. We're getting
Okay,
there.
we got to finish getting your hatred out.
But he's really not. Kid Rock also started a fucking beef with Eminem, who's actually from Detroit.
Who's actually from in Detroit.
Implying that Eminem
not even close to
not
suburbs
hard enough and not city enough, and fucking Kid Rock, who literally grew up in the country riding around on fucking quads and dirt bikes and bullshit, pretending to be from the streets of Detroit. Yes, this pisses me off for real. Now the bitch lives down in Kentucky, fucking doing hillbilly bullshit, and then pretending to be tough. Fuck off.
Not even politely. Just fuck right off.
Just right out on Fox News talking about I'm a hillbilly, yay! And then he goes to his shows, and I'm like, I'm the KID to the. Fuck off. You're not. You're not that dude. You never were that dude. And
he lives in Bruce Township, Michigan, bro.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I forgot. You know.
He may have
Okay, no, you're the winner. Hey, I looked it up like you would fucking do. I'm trying to call you
No,
out.
that's
You're
great.
right.
That's probably him, Mama House.
Okay, right, because you know everything.
Yes. Any fucking way. Fuck that dude. That guy fucking started beef with Eminem. He started beef with fucking ICP and a couple of other Michigan rappers because he's a fucking country boy. Fuck off.
Why do you care about that shit?
I don't know. It upsets me. It upsets me to the nth degree that the fucking country boy pretended to be hard, started beef with people who actually are from the city, and then as an adult ain't even about that shit any fucking way. But he still plays some fucking shows.
I love how I told you that he lives here, and you're like, no, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He lives in Kentucky.
I mean, he is a cowboy. Baby.
He may own a house here, but he does not live
But
here.
when I specifically looked up, where does Kid Rock live presently? And it said, Bruce Township, Michigan. You're like, no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
I know. I'm fucking better than Google.
I am better than you.
You're fuck you, man.
Look at me.
I can't stand
Look at
you
this
some
face
days.
and tell me I'm not better than Google.
I can't stand you some days. You're the fucking absolute worst. Fucking worst.
Where the fuck is Bruce Township?
In Michigan, bitch, not Kentucky.
It's in Kentucky.
You just fit narratives.
What's going on?
You just fit narratives to your story.
Yeah.
I have to fucking fact check you now. I used to not have to do that. I used to just kind of blatant, just like, oh yeah,
Where
I
did
believe
you say
you.
it was? Bruce Township, Michigan.
Son of a
That's where it
bitch.
was.
What you did?
Let's look it up, man.
What is that?
He's from the mean country streets.
The mean country streets of Romeo, Michigan. Yep. Oh no, that's where he's from. Does he must
That's his
own a
mama
there.
house.
Yeah, whatever.
That's where he's that's legit. That's where he's from. Like I said, he's from the country. There's Detroit. He's a country boy.
I know, you're like, you moved to Kentucky and whatever. I was checking it
I
out.
don't know why you're fucking mad at me.
I'm just trying to fact check you because I feel like
I
I
mean,
need to.
Kelly's got it right.
You're
Fuck
fucking
Ohio.
CNN and Fox News all of a sudden. I got to
Oh,
fact check everything you
jeez.
fucking do. Sorry about that.
What the fuck?
Is somebody knocking on your door, bro?
I don't know, but
It's Kid Rock. He's like, I live down the street, motherfucker. Yes, fuck Ohio.
This is interesting.
It's weird.
He slammed the door.
What's going on?
I don't know what that's about. He's not back yet.
Oh, he's kicking ass.
What if he is, bro?
Super Don.
Turns into Eminem and fights crime.
Spits bars at people and punches them in the dick.
Motherfucker! Wow.
Wow. He punched right in the dick.
He's back.
fucking wild.
What was
One
it?
dick
My
punch.
dad is hanging a shelf 4 rooms away.
Oh, shit.
Wow. I'm like, what the fuck
That was
are you
pretty
hitting
loud.
that with? A cinder block?
That was loud as fuck, bro.
Jeez.
Hitting it with the house.
Right?
Hitting the house with the house.
How'd you do that?
And I wonder why I can hear them walking around. while
No,
I'm trying to
JT,
see.
because I was at the Detroit airport area, and I'm not from Detroit. So,
Have you ever been to the Detroit airport?
just right outside of it.
I love that airport. Of all the airports I've ever been to, Detroit airport is my favorite.
I hear that.
Technically, JT is from Detroit, though. He's been to the airport.
Oh yeah, I mean that
So,
makes you
like,
a Detroit.
Oh, it does.
He's a Detroiter
Oh, shit.
through and through.
Have you ever eaten at Buddy's
Yeah.
Pizza? Because that's
He's
what seals
fucking
the
A with
deal.
Kid Rock.
Fucking
Whoa.
A?
Yeah, fucking ate with Kid Rock in his fucking township home and Kentucky home.
Yeah, see?
Right.
Yeah, so he's 100%.
You're a gangster,
You
bro.
are so thug life right now.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
Because I'm the J-O-E to the C, ho.
Josie,
Call me
motherfucking
Josie. I got more game than Calico.
Ah,
I'm a freak. Don't call me sick. 3'9" with a 10-foot dick.
I love that fucking shit.
That was I 100% hands down 19, well, maybe
It was 97, 98.
yeah, like that Kid Rock, dude, I'm down with that Kid Rock. And then the motherfucker forgot he was from Michigan.
It's fucked up now. Like it's fucked up like shit like that's happening with musicians, like with R. Kelly. I think like his music will come on, you're like, I want to fucking jam to this.
I used to dance to this.
Weirdo.
Wow.
Fucking sick peeing on little children baskets.
Now all these Dave Chappelle.
That's how I feel about every time Michael Jackson shit comes on.
No, I still rock Michael Jackson.
No, I do too. But I'm still like, should I like this?
Nope, doesn't even cross my mind. I don't even think twice about the Michael Jackson shit.
I
don't know. I think
now, would you watch the Cosby Show?
You are getting better than me. Oh, I don't know.
See, I don't know because I did go through a phase where,
dude, I grew up on the Cosby Show, man.
Syndication, I watched it a lot in syndication.
Oh, see, I grew up on it. We watched it when it was on.
Right, and I remember when it was on Nick at Night. And Nick, I feel like when it was on Nick at Night wasn't even really that long ago if you really think about it. But I remember watching the Cosby Show on Nick at Night.
Yeah. Every time I watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it's a slap in the face.
Why?
A Will Smith slap in the face.
Yeah. That was a horrible.
I know.
That was a low blow, but you know,
it was the best one I got.
Points.
Kind of fucked. Yeah. Way to fuck the movie.
Fucking Dragon Buddy thought it was funny.
No, he didn't. He's just trying to save face for the show.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
I laughed.
Nobody has any problem being like, "Hey,
pity.
Don, you're stupid."
It was out of pure pity that I laughed at Don's joke.
Stop wasting fucking M&Ms, man.
I think it actually is.
It's right here. I saved it.
See, I didn't waste it. I threw it right into the lid. That's how you sort them.
Fucking JT. Now we're talking about Cosby. Oh man,
and then you put them like two of the same color together, and then you can eat them.
Oh.
Why can't you eat two different colors?
Merry Christmas, Joker Boy.
You saying they don't belong?
Yeah.
You fucking racist M&M eating motherfucker.
It's M&M segregation.
I don't like it. I don't fucking like it.
It's terrible.
Back of the
Is he only picking those yellow ones out?
The yellow ones.
They taste better.
He's confused.
I ate everybody but Oriental M&M.
Wow! I just said wow.
I was thinking it.
You said it,
ladies.
You said it. I just elaborated.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What could you be saying?
What's going on?
This guy's
Merry Christmas.
Somebody's doing 10 Hail Marys tonight.
What? Let's fucking.
Now we're talking about football.
So Kid Rock.
Fuck Kid Rock, man. The show's back.
That's what I've been trying to get you to say the whole time. You did it. Fuck Kid Rock.
Okay. If that's what you needed to get past it, I would have just said that in the beginning. Fuck, bro. Fuck.
What's going on?
Yeah, right?
What is going on?
Fuck this guy.
What's happening?
All right. So
talk about it, friend.
That the Slim Shady LP come out.
Fuck yeah. I remember listening to that song Heavy, and I didn't take it seriously. I remember when that song first came out, I saw the video, and for some reason, whatever stuck out for me was him sitting on the bus stop bench.
Yes.
For whatever reason, that stuck out the most in that video for me, even though there's all kinds of references to like Pam and Tommy Lee and fucking President Clinton and shit. For whatever reason, the bus stop shit stood out for me, and I didn't take it seriously. I'm like, is this a gimmick? Like, I really thought it was a gimmick thing until I actually got the CD. Once I got the CD and listened to it, I'm like, oh, this is different.
This is different. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing, though, is until you got that CD, that first song, My Name Is, may as well have been a fucking Weird Al song.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got.
it was very much almost like a parody of a song
that you never heard before.
And then when you started listening to the rest of the album, you were like, no, this is a comedic commentary on this dude's life.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, there's no other song on the album that kind of hits all the beats of this is who I am. And we didn't even know that was what he was saying.
Yeah. There was a lot to unpack in a lot of those tracks. The Guilty Conscience.
I was gonna say, let me pull up the song list from that album. This is the fucking. All right, so there's My Name Is Guilty Conscience.
Yeah, Guilty Conscience. Like,
it very much talks about a guy that like is on his last fucking leg.
Yeah, no well, it talks about multiple people kind of dealing with the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I can't fucking like I have problems. These are my fucking problems. And you're like, those are a little bit different than but they're like related. Like, you got it. It made sense in my world.
Yep. Or like Brain Damage. Like, he's literally talking about like, my life has pushed me to the point where I don't see the fucking world like you guys do.
Yeah. Right. People pick on me. They fuck with me. I've been fucked with and I'm fucking tired of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You get to Bonnie and Clyde.
That shit, the whole skit leading into that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
With him fucking throwing his ex-wife in the fucking trunk and taking her to and like you're hearing it all happen.
Yeah.
Like the first listen to that, like I listen to it more in depth now. Like I'm really listening now. But like the first time you're like, what the fuck is happening?
What did I hear?
Yeah, like, and then you hear the boards creaking, the splash thrown in the water, and then you listen to the song and you're like, whoa. That's fucked up, dude.
And he's like, the whole time he's talking to his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry. Mom's just taking a nap.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Everything will be fine. We're going to go get ice cream. It's all good.
Yeah.
Don't worry. And from the trunk.
And it's crazy and I know maybe this sounds fucked up, but like that level of caring for your kid over everything. Like, you mean more to me than the person that gave you life.
Right. And literally, like, throughout his entire career, you see him put Haley in a position, like, over everything.
Yeah.
Like, his career, all the things. Like, like if he would have had to quit being Eminem to take care of Haley, he'd have fucking done it.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear it in his lyrics.
That song was, it was just nuts. I remember the first time really listening. I didn't buy the CD. This CD was given to me by my best friend's brother, Rory. My best friend, Ryan, his brother, Rory. He bought it because of the My Name Is song.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of buying the CD single like you could back in the day. He's like, fuck it, I'll just spend the rest of the money, buy the whole thing. And it got played out because let's be honest, it was played on every fucking radio,
every channel,
all the fucking time.
Right.
And he had, he had the fucking CD, so he just was done with it. So I never got the booklet. I never had the case to it. I just had the CD.
Just the CD.
Right.
And I think I still have that CD to this day. And I remember I'd never seen a Vicodin before.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like, I knew it was a pill screaming. I didn't know what a fucking Vicodin was.
I had a buddy that just fucking ate those things at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I had like that was my introduction into I guess prescription drugs being illegal drugs, if that makes any kind of
being able
sense.
To be used.
Being able to be used in that capacity. Like,
you want any more?
No, I'm good. My knowledge of that at that point, I had absolutely none.
Yeah. Right. I had a buddy that was a real good pill abuser at the time.
And I remember the first time at that age that somebody ever mentioned to me a Vicodin. I was like, "Are you talking about the things from the Eminem?" Like seriously, like
no, that's great.
Right.
That's how little I knew of that world and that thing being a thing.
Right.
Like it was a once again storytelling that I enjoy with hip hop. You're like, what? Oh, this is where people deal with these. Wow. Okay.
Right.
You know, it was something different.
I tell you what, this album was a crazy thing. Was hearing the stuff that he was rapping about, and then like hearing about the lawsuit, his mom, you know, trying to sue him, and the funny thing being, his mom trying to sue him, not because anything was really untrue, but exaggerated and an invasion of privacy. And you're taking what a guy went through growing up and rapping about it, and then having his mom wanting to sue him over the whole thing because, you know, I fucked up your life, but I'm due a slice of that pie.
Isn't that something? I caused you all of this pain. You should pay me.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
And she won. She ended up winning like $20,000 out of it or something.
Yeah.
Something goofy, not even close to what.
Well, even that D'Angelo dude, the bully.
Oh yeah.
He tried suing him.
D'Angelo Bailey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, D'Angelo Bailey. He tried suing him for defamation of character and shit.
Yep, brain
I think
damage.
he
It was
lost.
a defamation.
Yeah, because they proved that there was a school record that D'Angelo Bailey had bullied Eminem.
Yeah, and bullied
Marshal.
multiple people.
Yeah.
Bullied multiple people.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna look up Eminem's mom's lawsuit just because it's been so long.
She won $25,000,
look
of
it up?
which she received $1,600 after her lawyer's pay.
See, perfect.
Wow.
That's
Like
exactly
here's a $1,600 check. All your lawyers are paid.
Yeah.
That's all I owe you. Like how crazy that was.
You could have attempted to be a better mother.
Right.
Began talking to your son and being there for your grandchild, and I promise you, it would have paid better than
He would have bought you at least a house.
right.
Right. Exactly.
So Eminem's ex-wife,
Kim Mathers.
Kim Mathers, owns a house, or at least used to own a house on a lake that's about 20 minutes south of us, Lake Leanne.
Oh, no kidding.
And my mom's friend's dad used to own a place there, and we would go over there like on 4th of July and shit, and go out on the boat. And right after this album, not right after, maybe 2-3 years after, so probably about the time the Marshall Mathers LP came out.
Okay.
Me and Tisha were together at the time, and I remember going out on that boat, going past Kim's house, and she was out sitting in a lounge chair, like sunning herself.
Oh shit!
I bet you were like, "Holy shit!"
I was
at
like,
the time.
was like, "That's fucking crazy."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
We'll touch on the reality of it.
Bigger.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
almost.
Eminem really, he was local, but at that point he was
global.
He was global.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I didn't know anything about him other than his beef with the ICP guys, Joseph Bruce. And I forget the other guy's name,
Violent J.
Slattery. That's Joseph Bruce. The other guy's name is Joseph Utzler. Anyway, who cares? But like they had beef before Eminem became Eminem.
Right.
Because I guess they were probably on the same local circuits.
Probably.
And if I had my money on it, like there was probably some kind of rap battle where Marshall just destroyed probably both of them at the same time.
Didn't they do the same thing too, though, where they claim they're from Detroit and they're not?
They're not from Detroit as much as Eminem is.
Right.
They're from a little outside of town.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, like in the suburbs.
Yeah.
But Eminem is from like in town.
Yeah, for sure. I know that much. Right. I just didn't. I always heard the outside. And I know you would know, having lived in Michigan, know the areas and blah.
I don't remember the name
Right.
of the street offhand Eminem lived on, but it was in that. I mean, obviously he did that 8 Mile movie. It's in that vicinity.
Yeah.
Like I've been by the house, and it's not in a very nice neighborhood. And that was 20 years ago. I've been by that house. I have no idea how dilapidated that neighborhood is now.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I think they actually, I want to say since I've lived in Michigan, through Facebook or M Live, I want to say there was an article of his old house being destroyed.
Oh,
And they
I
simply
wanna say
said
you're right.
something. Yeah, I want to say
you're right.
they specifically said Eminem's old house, demolished.
Demolished,
And like the article's like this fucking big. Like
Right.
there's nothing more to it than we're just telling you that they demolished Eminem's old house because
Right.
light on news.
yeah, I'm not
This is-
entirely.
yeah.
I don't entirely understand why somebody like Eminem wouldn't be like, "I will buy that house."
No, but he's got the. I mean, he fucking made an album cover out of that fucking house.
Yes, I remember that.
Because
Right.
Because it's a
Eminem.
wood-sided house and it was a shithole.
Yeah, because the Eminem Show, isn't that the next album? Whatever the next album is,
Mhm.
Right.
he had like 3 different album covers.
Right.
I remember because I went to Best Buy to get one because they were like exclusive. There were certain exclusive. Best Buy had an exclusive album cover,
Right.
and kids they don't know shit.
It was
about
the
that.
Marshall Mathers LP.
The Marshall
Yeah,
Mathers
Marshall
LP.
Mathers
It had like
LP,
2 or 3 album covers, and I went to Best Buy to get one of them because it would come with an extra CD too. It had like a couple
Yes.
extra tracks.
Yep.
Best Buy always did that shit back in the day.
Yeah, they always had the.
They always had some sort of I remember I bought the Loud Rocks, a rock tribute to rap,
hmm
and they fucking
Okay.
had a bonus CD on that one.
They still do that
That's such
to
a
an
fucking
extent,
awesome
though.
album.
That's
DBU would love that. Have you listened to that album?
that's
Yes.
covered.
Yes.
Loud Rock?
Very cool. Yes.
It's fucking awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's probably cool.
That
Yeah,
house
his old house was demolished
Then
in
there was this
2013.
Yeah, 2013. It's the
What was
most.
that one too?
Yeah, I had the other one. I had the
There
one
was
where
a third
where he's like hunched like this,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
where he's like sitting. It looks like a dock, a loading dock or some shit like that, kind of.
Mhm. Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. This one.
Yep, that's the one I had. I think he's in the shelter. Isn't that the shelter?
That is the shelter. Which is funny. Me and Corey were just at the place that the shelter is underneath of.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
It's called St. Andrews Hall. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Marshall Brothers. I mean, are we done with Slim? Slim
Is there
Shady?
anything
I mean,
else?
there's lots of good tracks.
Yeah, you got the Ken Kniff
Yeah.
character that kind of runs
which
throughout.
wasn't him initially.
You're
Ken
right.
Kniff was like a friend of his,
Mhm.
and then he takes that character in the next.
I'm Ken Kniff from Connecticut. Ugh.
Right.
This is the fucking best. But this Eminem, I feel like with majority of his albums,
Mhm.
I can listen to without skipping a track.
Right. This Bad
Yeah.
Meets Evil song with Royce the 5'9", that's a pretty good song.
Oh, I love that. I fucking love it. And then they take that and make the whole Bad Meets Evil album later on down
Yep.
a few
That-
years ago.
Rock Bottom song's really fucking good.
Yeah. As the world turns.
Uh-huh. It really, I mean, as far as debut albums go, that
was a good
album
one.
is pretty fucking
He put a lot of his real shit. Like, I mean, that was. And I'll tell you what. When it comes to rap, the more that's why I'm not really a fan of what's out. A lot of what's out now is that
Neither am I, buddy.
you
I'm
know
with
back
you.
then. This is something a great example of somebody putting their heart into something. You know, like this is my life. I'm going to put my entire life into this CD. It's all or nothing. And that's kind of how it came off to where it is. And he's really hung on to that. I say the same thing you were saying is that you throw in his CD, there's not where I'm going to be like, I'm not really a fan of that song.
Yeah.
There's a good story there. There's a good beat, and the guy can spit rhymes like crazy. You know,
Right. And you
where he
seem to
goes
always
with it.
sometimes hear something that you didn't hear before, or you'll
Absolutely.
hear like he put the rhyme scheme together, and you're like, you just fucking rhymed all this shit and it matched perfectly with all that shit. It wasn't just the last word that matched the last word. It was those fucking 4 words in the beginning of that fucking part of the rhyme scheme matched the second fucking 4. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah. The way that he understands, really, I mean, lack of a better word, is poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Prose, I guess, would be the actual
prose. Yeah.
Yeah. The way he understands how to lay that stuff out is beyond something somebody taught him. He's a savant about it. Like, he understands shit in a way that most people just can't wrap their head around.
Put together a rhyme that in 6 verses, I'm gonna link something, and if you really look into it, it's gonna blow your mind how I got there.
But the fucked up thing is, this isn't just shit that he writes by himself in his room to write a song. He will do that live against somebody he's never rapped against before.
Right.
Well, and he's always writing.
Yes.
He is all like
on napkins in a restaurant.
Yeah, being a fan of Eminem, you know, being there from the infancy, even though there was stuff before this album, there was Infinite, which it wasn't the Eminem that we know.
Right.
Or came to know. He's always writing. He's always got a pen to the paper. He's always trying to come up, and he's trying to do it to make himself better. He is very much a student of hip hop, constantly learning, constantly evolving and growing, but not forgetting where he came from.
That he's part of the culture, because there always rides that line of, you know, where he's at as a white rapper, and the dude has become part of the culture because he comes from this. And this is it's in his blood, you know.
There became a point where he not only studied the culture and worked in the culture, he had become ingrained in it, and then not only learned from the people that came before him, but was learning from shit that he inspired. Like, it's not like it's, you know, like normally, like you get to a certain point when you just stop growing. And this dude kept growing and growing from the shit that he inspired or caused, and then kept evolving. Like, this dude has been doing this now for fucking 25 years.
Like,
25 years.
High school, I'm a fucking grown ass adult with children.
You look at
grown ass children, for that matter.
Look at how many albums he has, and then look at how many albums Dr. Dre has. Like, Dr. Dre considered one of the most iconic people in hip hop music since what, 1990?
In the 80s, because I mean he was with some
NWA was at the end of the 80s.
Yeah, but he was before that. The group that he was in was still on a smaller local scene within that world. I'm brain farting what the fuck they're called.
But he definitely
got the whole doctor.
Yeah, you definitely have to give him the NWA years, and you're talking what, 88 through what, 94?
I would say even going back into the mid 80s, like 85, 86.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
and then you get The Chronic. What year did The Chronic come out?
90, 91?
94.
I was going to say
94.
I was going to say
it's got to be close, because I had a kicker box in the back of my S10. 212 subs, mid.
Yeah, you did.
And fucking The Chronic came out, and that was just it was always my cassette player ate that thing every day.
I want to get fucked up. I want to bomb. It's got
92.
92.
Okay.
15.
1992.
Nice.
DellaSnooch.
Yep. Yeah, it was one of those ones all through high school. I was thumping in my truck.
Right. That was the first album I remember getting thoroughly fucked up while listening to.
Right.
The Chronic?
The Chronic. And then right after that, I started listening to what was that Snoop Dogg album?
Murder Was a Case?
No, before that.
Doggy Style?
Doggy Style.
Doggy Style, yeah.
And we were getting high listening to that all the time.
I did it with Murder Was the Case album.
Okay.
Or not Murder Was the Case, The Dogfather.
The Dogfather.
The
Okay.
Dogfather.
Oh, okay.
I always
That was
forget
one of
you're always just
Slightly ahead.
right behind me.
Right.
I mean, it's right behind me, but
Right.
You look at that, like Dr. Dre come out with the Chronic. Well, he, like you say, he was with somebody else. Then he did the Chronic, and then he did nothing but produce shit for a long time.
For a while.
Yeah, he produced, and then he did the Chronic 2001, which was in
Right.
98, 99.
Yeah, that was right when I got out on my own. Like, I literally remember that album came out right after I bought a stereo system from Rent-A-Center.
See, that was the whole thing with like Eminem. Like listening to Eminem was becoming that part of my youth where I was allowed to be free.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
'Cause
Like
you
I
was
was allowed to go
grown.
out in the wild. Yeah, I was grown. I was allowed to go out and mingle with my friends. And I remember, being a white kid, the Eminem album, being fans of hip hop, like we fucking had Eminem. Yeah, we had Third Base. Like Third Base was great, but they didn't have the hits, and they didn't have that same thing that Eminem had. Like Snow had a couple, like he had a couple tracks.
Yeah.
There was a few people. I mean, obviously there was the Vanilla Ice thing, which I was young. That hit me at the right age where what it's like having a Ronin with fucking. I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna front. I really did like that stuff.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
like Limp Bizkit hit you at a spot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah.
Like that's my. I love what this, but that's,
Well,
all my high school time.
That's part of that
music.
whole thing where you had like Everlast coming out of House
Yeah.
of Pain, and you had all of those guys that were
Mhm.
jumping out on their own. That
Whitey
Really
Ford sings the
Whitey
blues.
Ford,
yeah.
I
Right.
love that
Yeah.
fucking album.
what an album, man! Great
That
album.
fucking album, all the way through and through. Whitey Ford sings the blues is fucking
It hits.
phenomenal.
It hits so perfectly for when it came out.
The fucking story he tells about landing in New York and going to the fucking hotel and getting held up in the fucking robbery and getting shot and paralyzed, and he's addicted to fucking Percocet and Vicodin, which was like the second time I'd ever heard it because
Right.
Eminem was the first guy to tell me about it. Now fucking wait, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Like, oh my god, bro. Like I love rap music. I respect rap music. I appreciate all the different forms, especially now in 2022. Like
Right.
rap music, there are so many genres of rap music, the same as what happened to rock and roll. There are so many genres of rock. Now we have alternative and shit. Like there's so many different types of fucking rap music, bro.
Right.
I fucking love it.
I specifically love it from this time period.
Yeah, this was the best. This felt the most authentic
Mm-hmm.
because it didn't feel like back then these people were just being who they were.
Right.
Whereas now it sounds like some of these guys are trying to be somebody they're not.
Really, the growth and end of the NWA era
Right.
into this, like Eminem, Dr. Dre. You got into the Dirty South stuff with what's his name?
Oh, for us,
Master P and all that.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that,
I think about 2005, good rap all time.
really about the time Exhibit was kind of about the end of it.
For West Coast stuff or like for
Just
that?
in general. Like he was like once he became like super
'cause
big, you got
I
like
think
50
you had-
Cent.
Yeah, I think like 50 Cent was one of the last. Like 50 Cent and Kanye were one of the last like big
And then it all
artists
got
from
fucking
that time.
it became
Kanye was at the end of that.
it became commercialized and homogenized.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It
And then,
lost.
then
lost
the
a lot.
snake ate the tail and whatever. I'm gonna stop real quick.
Do it.
And I want to bring up what Darius is talking about because
Yeah.
us as fans
Okay.
of Astronomicon
Yes.
in March
Right.
in Detroit at Astronomicon, we're gonna get
Oh yeah.
Harley Quinn Smith.
Yes.
We're gonna get some dude that I can't remember that was in Clerks 3. He was what's his face's buddy, the religious dude.
Oh, I know. I can't remember those guys' names. I really can't. But
we're gonna
one of those motherfuckers is dating Harley Quinn.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
The guy that's showing up in the thing.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
That's Harley Quinn's boyfriend.
That's fucking crazy.
Nice.
You're saying I've got a chance.
We're gonna get Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
And the big daddy of them all,
showing his dick,
Kevin fucking Smith.
He's showing up to Astronomicon.
Astronomicon, to one of our little cons.
Yeah.
Right?
I bet you that fucking place is going to be fucking...
And I mean, not to bury the fucking lead, but like Darius is in with all the people that put on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I mean, like if anybody's going to have the ins on getting to be around Kevin, like, it's Darius.
Yeah, that's
true.
He knows.
What up, Darius?
What up, Darius? Kevin Smith guy. So anyway, me and Brady are going.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Nice.
We're taking the boy again.
Yep.
He's gonna be our camera guy. He's not gonna be involved with the fancy payday of Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the hotel room. We're gonna do Friday and Saturday. Kevin's only gonna be there Saturday, but like we're gonna try and get like some Harley Quinn time.
Yeah, we want to. This will probably be outside of Celebration. Well, no, this will probably exceed Celebration.
Who am I forgetting, Darius? Somebody else is gonna be there.
Ming Chen.
Ming Chen is gonna be there.
Yeah.
But there's somebody else. It's not.
It's not O'Halloran.
Brian O'Halloran.
Is Brian O'Halloran?
Yes.
Yeah, he is, but the other dude isn't. One of them was going to be there.
Yes, the guy that plays Randall's not going to be there.
Right, that's what it was.
But there's somebody else
too.
I
think that's it.
Is it?
I really think that's it, dude.
Now, I've met Brian O'Halloran before. That dude is fucking awesome.
Cool.
Like you want to talk about somebody that's putting out good vibes. Him and what's her face, Gigliano or whatever, the chick that plays old boy's ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
What's her name? The like legit Italian fucking chick that's in Clerks.
I don't know what.
Name
escapes me at the moment.
Marilyn Giggle.
Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn. Yeah.
She's fucking awesome too. I met her too. She was at, well, both her and Brian were at this little con that we used to have in Jackson.
Yeah, that needs to come back.
It does, but those people don't be wanting to do it. Fucking assholes. Right. Alan's here.
Fucking
Alan.
Fucking Alan. I was just hanging out with him on Monday talking about really good, terrible movies.
Oh,
better watch out on Tubi, man. Go watch it. It's like Home Alone, only it's the Macaulay Culkin from A Good Son.
Oh, 37 in a row, Darius?
In a row?
In a row?
Doug Bradley is actually going to be in an Astronomicon. That's awesome. Hellraiser. Pinhead.
Pinhead
himself. I'm not a horror movie.
I'm not a horror movie guy, but those first 3 Hellraiser movies, I've seen them a bunch of times.
That was my dip into like real horror, was seeing that as a little kid, going, oh my God.
Those and the Child's Play movies, I watched those a bunch of times. I watched
the first two. The first 2 Child's Play movies.
Puppet Master.
Puppet Master, yeah.
What was Puppet Master? The ones with the little
marionette kind of guys.
Yeah. That was. I seen a couple, and they had, and then what was it?
Wasn't Mark Hamill have something to do with Puppet Master?
No, Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Phantasm 2, man. That movie sticks in my head with that ball with the freaking things coming out of the claws. Yeah.
That shit's fucked.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to get back into the Marshal Mathers LP? So when this
fuck that shit, you give me my dick back.
Give me my dick back.
I'm stepping all over it.
I'm thinking if.
From Connecticut.
Yeah. So the first real song off this album is "Kill You."
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
You're like, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
this album, I have smoked more weed to,
Oh. Yes.
and like listened to the whole album high as fuck.
This
Yeah.
album was in my prime weed smoking.
Like, yeah, dude, this album, I really feel like it did not come out of my fucking
No.
CD player.
I put it in the CD player in the car, and it lived there.
Yeah, like I had the
Right.
little, because I didn't have a car, so I was always walking, rollerblading, skateboarding, riding a bike. I had my fucking Discman. I think I had a Panasonic with like a 30-second anti-skip,
Okay.
and I would fucking play that bitch and walk to Sonic. I worked at a Sonic when this came out. I remember when this came out. I remember when the video to the fucking the Real Slim Shady came out. Oh,
This
this
song,
was my fucking album, dude.
track 15 with Exhibit on it.
Yes, bitch, please.
Bitch, please get on your motherfucking
You
knees.
must have a mental disease. Ah, so good.
I love
Right.
that.
This
song.
whole fucking the drug ballad, that shit's insane.
It's got that song about
Oh,
kill-
drug. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
where he lays it
Kim.
all out.
Where,
Yeah.
where he talks about how he's killing, where he's getting about to kill her, like he's talking about how he killed her ex and the. Oh my, that shit's fucked. And if you listen to that song, time travels because it leads back into Bonnie and Clyde, 97 Bonnie and Clyde,
Yes.
because
Right.
he kills her at the end of it, and he's putting her in the trunk. And in the
Yep.
first album, it
That's where
begins
it
with her
was.
in
Right.
the trunk.
It's like a prequel.
You what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We get all into fucking Paul Rosenberg and what a piece of shit fucking agent he was.
No, not Paul. Paul Rosenberg's his agent's a cool agent. He's talking about the make believe guy. He ends up shooting in the next album.
Yes.
That guy's he looks like a Ron Jeremy lookalike
Uh-huh.
in the video.
He does.
Such a douchebag.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you sure it wasn't Ron Jeremy that played the dude in the video?
Was it Ron Jeremy that played
I
it?
think it was Ron
was.
Jeremy.
He wasn't. He
Yeah, I
was a
think it
douche.
was.
I think
Steve Berman, not
Steve
fucking,
Berman.
Yeah, Steve Berman, not fucking Paul Rosenberg.
Right.
Yes.
Paul was the good dude. Rosenberg was a piece of shit.
Right.
No, Rosenberg is a good dude.
He's the,
Paul's a
yeah.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Paul's a good guy.
Rosenberg.
Paul Rosenberg is you're a fucking piece of shit. That's who's a piece of shit. You.
The way I am.
It happened.
It's true. The
Just
way he
the way
was.
I
You're a
am.
piece of shit. Oh, we're talking Eminem.
Yes,
shit.
the
Fuck,
song.
forgot.
The song.
I'm a piece of shit.
I am this the way I am.
It's fuck. I love that shit. The video was fucking that was the thing too, the connection, man. The fucking music videos were
Mhm.
everything.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This was
Definitely.
right before music videos died.
Yeah. Well, no, more like MTV just died and figured we'd make more money showing reality
Right.
TV
But
bullshit.
this is right around the end of the 90s.
I really feel
the
like
beginning of the
2005. I
2000s.
really feel like 2005, like the good rap, MTV, all that shit. Just
All of
kinda
it died.
falls
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nobody gives a fuck about music videos now.
No.
Like, music videos are made for YouTube, and 9 times out of 10, nobody gives a fuck about that music video.
So Marshall
Yeah.
Mathers LP was 2000.
Do you guys remember when Michael Jackson made the most expensive music video? It
Of
was
all
like
time.
$1 million. Yeah, it was like $1 million. It was him and Janet Jackson.
Yes.
Right.
And it was like all
Scream.
chrome. Yeah, Scream. It was all silver
Scream,
and
yep.
shit.
Makes me want to scream.
Oh.
That was the most expensive music video at all. of
And
all
I remember being young when that came out, and I was so disappointed.
time.
Because I really loved Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I just was like, this song kind of sucks.
I like that song.
I like it now, but when it came out, it felt so different.
Because you were looking
Yeah.
for like Remember the Time or
No,
something
I
like that.
wasn't looking for Remember That
I
Time.
love that fucking song.
I
Fuck
fucking love
off.
the Free Willy song.
No.
Fuck yeah, I do. You're going to sit here and tell me no, and then tell me, fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
What
Wow.
song is that again?
Free Willy song?
When you say that, for whatever reason, all I hear is my heart
These
will go on.
penises. Oh, yeah.
Dragon Buddy
that
thinks
too.
a penis.
Of course you do.
Free
I
my
guess you
women.
don't have that going on, so that's pretty
Well,
good.
I didn't see a penis when you said that.
That's good. That's good.
Most expensive music video.
Will
Scream.
you be there?
Still,
Squirrel.
it is.
Scream
$7 million? I thought it was $1 million.
No,
$7
$7 million to make that video.
Wow.
How much did Remember the Time cost?
Like $4.50.
$1.25.
I don't know. You're really gonna look it up?
Yeah, why not? I got the internet.
Yeah, but you don't believe in the internet because fucking Kid Rock lives in Kentucky.
He does not. He lives in fucking Romeo, Michigan.
Romeo, Michigan. I thought you did.
I did not say
Michigan.
You
That's
did
definitely-
too.
I did not say Romeo.
What Bruce said? Bruce County, which is fucking Romeo, Michigan.
Okay, so I didn't say Romeo, bitch.
Video.
Bitch, please. 2.
He's looking it up. There it is. How much did the Remember the Time video cost?
$2
$2
million.
million.
That video was insanely
Didn't it
high
have-
production value.
It had like Eddie Murphy, Magic
Yes.
Johnson, the mom.
Oh, yeah, it was everybody in
What
it.
was her name? God, she was hot.
Yes,
too.
and they did that whole Egyptian thing where
Yeah.
he would dance and devolve into sand.
Yeah.
And that Scream video cost 3 times as much. And that was just all chrome. This guy. Anything else you want to holler at about this video?
No,
Or I mean about this album?
maybe.
Album?
Headbeam. Criminal. The
Ew,
last,
Could
the
be.
last-
Album.
I love the Criminal song. And for the longest time,
Oh,
I did
I'm a
not like that
criminal.
song. I did not like that song for the
You're
longest
fucking
time.
right. I'm a criminal.
Wow, so
Criminal.
good. So good.
Yeah.
Touch yourself.
That song, I literally know most of the words. My words are like a knife with a jagged edge.
Oh, he's gonna get
Stab
into
you
it,
in the
guys.
throat whether you're fat or less.
Oh, you can't say that now. It's 2020.
I'm just repeating what he said.
Can you do that though?
You read it
Yes,
off the
that's how
thing.
that works.
Oh,
It's
I didn't know.
paraphrasing.
Is it paraphrasing or singing along like an asshole?
Well, if you did it, you'd be singing along like
It's
an
you,
asshole.
bitch. Nobody likes you.
You know, speaking of that,
Talk about it, friend.
Eminem went through the worst time dealing with the LGBTQ community because
Yeah.
after all that stuff happened, the couple of times that he really like used that in his lyrics in a real negative way,
Yes.
like he really fucking
Ruffled a
Butted
lot of
heads.
feathers. Oh yeah.
and like stood his ground.
Yeah.
And then like as like time went on, like you found out that wasn't really his stance. It was just like, I said it in the song, bitch, you're not taking that away.
Yeah, no, but if you actually look into it, he always was about that. He said that from the beginning. He's like, I'm just talking shit. He's like, that's kind of how the whole fucking Grammy things with Elton John happened.
Mm-hmm. But he was never like, look, I am never gonna tell you, I'm sorry I said a thing. I'm just gonna tell you that ain't what I believe. That's just a thing I say
Just to get a reaction out of you.
right. And if you ain't down with that,
Right.
but like
It's that argument of how I used it is the feelings that are going on while I'm using it. You know, as offensive as it might be, the offensiveness is what I was going for because of what I was speaking of.
Yeah.
Right. So it's that weird, like, I'm going to stick by it because it pisses you off because that's where I'm at. You know, not trying to piss you off, but I'm pissed off.
Yeah, 100%. So,
and then the fact that everybody made a big deal of him saying it, but if you listen to rap music prior to him, before that album come out, like those words were said all the fucking time in worse ways than what he was saying it. And he would even tell you, be like, look, motherfucker, I'm not the first one to say this shit, and I haven't even said it as colorful as other people have said it.
Right.
And they're like, well, we don't care. You're saying it now.
Yeah, it really was like this weird double standard. And I mean, the dude navigated it pretty well.
Yeah.
Like he got through,
considering all that was thrown in his direction.
Yeah, because now for sure, like, dude, you get canceled
quick,
and like there ain't no coming back.
Yeah, you couldn't do that now. He couldn't. I don't think a rapper could come out with the controversy that he stirred up could come out in 2022.
But legit, when that I mean, it's not like that controversy didn't stir up. He just met it fucking head on and was like, look, This is what I do.
And then it became, and then it became really self-aware of that movie with Franco, The Interview, where he straight up's like he comes out as gay in the movie and like in a fake interview, as far as like just kind of saying, like I'm, enough, it was kind of came off as a, we're fighting about silliness, right?
That was fucking great.
Darius is bringing up too what I brought up earlier. That last album is right around the time where all the beef comes out between him and ICP.
Can I pause real quick?
Sure.
Do it. I'll let you go. Backyard Artist says it perfectly. You can sing about killing people, but you can't call people names.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
That's rap music.
You're not wrong.
That's rap music.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay to hit people with sticks and stones and bullets, but don't you dare hurt their feelings.
Say their name.
Continue, sir.
But this is right around the time where like the beef between Eminem and ICP really comes to the forefront.
Oh, they do the skit in the fucking album.
Yeah.
He does a skit. ICP releases a like 4 or 5 track album where they come back at him. He goes back at them again. Like it really gets to be like a thing for a hot minute. And that really is the first time any other rapper ever was like, I'm going to step up to this motherfucker.
Right.
And a lot of rappers try doing it after these dudes do. And not for nothing. Of all the people who have ever wrote a song about Eminem in a rap battle type scenario, like the ICP stuff is the most entertaining and clever.
Oh, yeah, very entertaining.
But it's silly because that's their brand.
Right, exactly.
But like when Machine Gun Kelly did it, like, bro, that was just sad.
Yeah.
I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, and then the response, he just gets fucking murked.
Oh, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I thought, and I give the dude credit for even having the balls to do it.
But when it went down between ICP and Eminem, there's something about it that felt lighthearted.
I got the question too, because ICP, you lived up in Michigan. It's a lot bigger here than it was. But I knew who ICP. I knew who the Insane Clown Posse was. Sure. There was another group coming around that did the face makeup at that time, too.
Twisted?
Was that who it was? Yeah. But I remember people in Albuquerque, specific, because this is where I lived. They were huge ICP fans. But Eminem was cool, but like they didn't pick sides.
Okay.
Did that happen? Did that happen up here? Is my question. Because like it was very much just like, well, I kind of like them both. And blah, blah, blah.
Here people took a side. I didn't.
Right.
But like here people took a side. Some people did anyway.
Eminem has beef with so many people that it's kind of weird, but the ICP was memorable because I remember like how it started and how it was a big thing and went back and forth. But then hearing like, I guess, best friends of friends reached out to each other and got them all together and they had a bowling game and squashed their beef with bowling.
Did they really?
Yes.
They were just like across town, fucking handshakes. What's up?
ICP was like, you could have just forgot all about us and just said, whatever, fuck them. But you reached out and we fixed it and we squashed it. And
but ICP,
we had a fun time.
They were punching up.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee
hardcore.
That.
Like and like when you listen to their little like back and forth, like you can hear it. ICP knows that they're taking shots at the champ. At the time.
I got you.
Way out of their class. Out of their class. Because Juggalo Nation was pretty big, but Eminem was fucking worldwide. You know?
To the point when I went on my spring break, it would have been 1998, 99. Can't remember which. I think it was 99. No, it would have been 98. It was the year I graduated. We took my buddy's mom's car out to Kansas. And we went on spring break where his family was from in Kansas. I would tell you that about the trip I took out to Colorado Springs. We got high on Pikes Peak and got all fucked up.
Kinda, yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
same trip.
Nice.
Anyway, we drive out to Kansas, and me and him listen to ICP because we're from Abouts here. Fucking, we get out there, and the motherfuckers are listening to it out there. We're like riding around with one of his old, like, junior high school buddies.
Oh, shit.
And that motherfucker's listening to ICP in his car. The
Yeah.
ringmaster, I do believe.
Right.
And we're like, yeah, bitch. Because
I had one close friend who listened to ICP, and he really liked him, but we never really gave him control of the radio. So we weren't allowed. He wasn't really allowed to put his CDs in because it was never his car. It was my buddy Ryan's car.
yeah.
So kind of,
I got ICP, guys. Yeah.
yeah, we're good, bro. Like
That's nice.
my buddy Ryan always listened to the fucking music because it was his fucking car.
I had a LeBaron hatchback GTS. Like it was turbocharged.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes.
Settle down, guys.
I had a fucking turbocharged hatchback, bitch.
Watch out.
So it had the the dash speakers and the door speakers or whatever, right? But then in between the passenger seat and the driver's seat, I got one of those fucking 8-inch solo barrack subs.
Yes.
And I built
Oh
a
yeah,
box.
buddy.
So that bitch was mounted right here.
Yeah.
And in the back, I had two 18-inch solars.
Hell yeah.
And those bitches were like on an ankle like this, so they went like this.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
That fucking car just pounded, and nothing went in my cassette deck except for ICP albums, dude. For
They
like-
sound good, dude. They when you got
Yeah,
the
there
kicker
was a
boxes
time-
going.
It was me and the juggler. Like
Fuck
we would
yeah.
get
It's
Oh,
just
you
so nuts
juggalos
to
and
think about,
juggalettes.
like, I really don't think kids give a fuck about a car stereo.
no, they
Not
don't.
like dude, it was an art. Like I helped people install them because I was like,
dude.
it's wiring.
Yeah.
I got it. I installed
I know how
mine
to
with
do
1,000-watt
this.
amp, all this other stuff. And people were like,
Exactly.
help me.
Yeah.
And it was like, come on over to my house. We'll wire this motherfucker up. And
Yes,
we were,
dude.
oh,
I
fuck
remember like we made like a day of it installing radios and putting in subs and
yeah.
fucking wiring
Get
and
the
like
tweeters
hide
in the
wire.
door and get the fucking mid ranges going.
Yes,
Yep.
it
Yes,
was a
man.
thing, man.
Yeah.
You got that? What stereo you got? Oh, I got this fucking Pioneer,
Yeah,
200 and
Pioneer,
some bucks,
Yeah.
Kenwoods, and
detachable phase.
yeah,
I
pull them
had-
out. You have to, so nobody steals them.
JBLs in the door.
Hey, my
Yeah.
head unit plays MP3s.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Fuck
Hell yeah.
They're nuts.
Almost my
Right?
Pioneer, man. You had that
put
aux
a
thing that come in with
USB.
It
that.
just had that little gold like MP3 fucking
Mhm.
stamp
Yeah,
on your
son.
fucking radio.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
You had to put that shit in a thumb drive.
Yes, I remember that.
Yep.
Good
I
shit.
remember that one.
I had a Pioneer Super Tuner 3, and then I had two kicker 1,000-watt amps running the subs in the back, and then
Yep.
I had a 500-watt outfit that I got from Radio Shack. I forget what their brand was, but it was just chilling, and it was
Hell
just so much.
I
Dude.
remember when
It rattled your fucking hair off your head.
I remember when I joined the Air Force and I got my bonus. I bought a what is it? 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee Dorado. I put Pioneer head unit, it was Alpine. Top of the
Alpine,
line
yeah.
Alpine. It had the green 6 green buttons,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
detachable phase,
Yeah.
and then I had all the speakers in the door speakers and all the tweeters and mid-range. Like I had them changed to infinity speakers. And then I had a 2 12s and a band pass, two bazooka,
Oh,
two
dude.
12-inch bazookas.
Those
with a
band pass
Sony
boxes, son,
yeah.
hit so hard.
And then I
Yeah.
had in the back of my Cherokee, I had the cover that would cover the cargo area, so you couldn't see the band pass.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, that thing would thump, and then the cover to
Yeah.
over it would like just bounce and like
Yep.
flow like that
Yeah.
from the. Oh my.
Mine were
That thing
the
killed,
ones that
bro.
like you set at an angle like this, and then you put the plexiglass sheet just above them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they would just fucking murder.
Yeah, mine. The two. It was in the sub box.
But your
The two subs faced each other, and then there was a plexiglass window that was like fucking 100 fucking screws in it.
Because otherwise that shit would shatter.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Yep.
Well, kids just don't give a fuck now, man.
They don't even know. But I'll tell you what, when we had a deer run into our car, we got a Nissan Pathfinder as our rental for the time. And the first thing I do when I get a car, I crank that up and I think back to my S10 with the MTX Pros and the Pioneer 6x9. Oh man. And I'm like, these fucking car off the lot sounds pretty goddamn good.
Which is why kids don't give a fuck.
No, just imagine what you could push through a fucking 18-inch fucking subwoofers in your back seat now.
But these kids now, they're just running their shit right off their phone or to an aux cord.
Yep.
And they're just pushing it through stock because the stock is so fucking good.
Stock is badass.
But when we were young, the stocks were just these paper fucking cones.
Oh, they're junk.
Oh yeah, they were
nonsense.
You crank them up to 10, and you could hear the rattle in the paper.
AC Delco bullshit.
Three-way fucking.
Yes.
Yep.
They were just and so it was a huge deal. And these kids now are just like, fuck it, I'm gonna put in my AirPods anyway.
Yeah.
What's the fucking point of all that?
Right.
But we were putting it was 1997. We're like, how much you got into your shit?
Well, like I remember, dude, like flipping out when you would see somebody driving with headphones on when I was younger.
Yeah,
right.
Like that was so fucking dangerous. Now you see people with fucking ear pods over the ear, fucking.
They've got their Z folds out in front.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Like, how is nobody pulling you over for that?
Yeah.
Right.
Bro, I used to hang out with this girl back in the day. She had a red S10 with the extended cab.
With the seats that folded down on the side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was my S10.
Jump seats.
Fuck yeah.
In the back, she had 4 12s.
Oh my God.
And 4 8s on the sidewalls.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
In the bed of the truck, she had hydros and had the dislocated bed, so it went up on a 45.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then in the back of that, she had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 18s and 6 12s.
You should have tried to marry her.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, she was a little thick for my taste. She had the doors cut out, so each one of the doors had 2 6x9s in it.
That's too much.
That was a thing, man.
She had a fucking array of tweeters across the dashboard. I think
that was a big thing here too. Was the competition setups, dude? That we had a guy here with a big long bed S10, and it was just he'd go down the road, turn it on, instantly pulled over. Yeah, because it would rattle everybody's windows.
She rolled up the window. She had the remote, so she could start it and stop it and shit. She rolled up the windows and hit the fucking button to start playing. It was bass CD because that was the thing.
I remember those. I had a couple.
And when the first real bass hit, like that real low, like 20 hertz kind of shit, you watched her driver's side window do a wave.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then fucking blow out.
Yes.
Literally destroyed the door windows in her car. That's how strong this fucking system was.
That was me.
Right when Eminem started being a thing. Like we were listening to this shit and people were doing that.
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That and shit like 2 Live Crew and all like
definitely Dre and you had Snoop and fuck yeah.
But it wasn't nothing for somebody to have all that shit, have the bed jacked up, have the fucking nose hopping, all from outside the car because they had the fucking controller.
Yeah.
Like tuning up your car was a fucking thing. And it just ain't anymore.
Nope. You buy it with the extras.
There was a whole industry. I guess
it was just a whole subculture. It was a subculture.
It's
all of
still
us.
there. It's
It's
is
changed.
not as big. And like you said, a lot of the car manufacturers are like, "Oh, you want 20s on your car? We'll put 20s on your
Right.
car."
Do that.
And, oh,
Yeah.
you like this ground effects kit? Well, here, we're gonna
It's-
sell you a car with a ground effects
It's
kit.
the same
Yep.
culture that ultimately became rice burner culture and birthed the whole Fast and the Furious kind of shit. Like,
Mm.
it's literally the same people.
Oh,
They just
yeah.
moved into other shit.
Yep.
But it started off being car stereos.
Get a bunch
and
of fucking
listen to this
18
kind of
gauge,
music.
12 gauge speaker wire. Get some
Yeah,
8
should be
gauge
the
fucking
size
power
of your fucking
wire.
pinky, bro.
Oh
Fuck
dude.
yeah, you got the power
I
wire
remember
running
that
right to the
Inline
battery.
fuses and shit.
His power wire was a fucking extension cord wire.
Yeah,
Dude, I
He
went
fucking
through
chopped the
3
ends off.
alternators before I
Yep.
changed the way the serpentine belt went so I could put an alternator in
I
that would
put
handle my
alternator in
system. The 90 amp alternator was like,
Nope.
no.
What's up, Orlando?
What's up, Rolando?
Exactly. Like my buddy had in his truck, he had the fuck was that? A Suzu.
Hell yeah. Rodeo?
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
the pickup.
Rodeo.
Oh, the
No, the Rodeo was like a small SUV,
what the hell
Humbre.
is that called?
Azuzu Humbre.
maybe.
I think that was the pickup.
So he had his shit where he had his hood bubbled out so that he had an extra alternator put in there
Nice.
that ran off the other alternator. Had his
Yeah,
own
dude.
fucking
Had to.
so
There
that
was
it
no
would
way to do
charge
it any
the
other way.
speakers
That's crazy.
to run his shit.
That's so nuts.
You're like, what the
People had like capacitors and shit like
right?
that.
My buddy Joe had a Trismo, which was essentially like a not a Prism, Dodge Daytona.
Yeah.
It was essentially a Dodge Daytona, but like you know how like sometimes you buy a car that all the parts went on a different car.
Oh, yeah.
Trismo
I had a
was
Chevy
that
Tracker
car.
that took a Suzuki parts and Suzuki parts.
The Trismo was that car to the Daytona. Dodge
I'm so
Daytona.
jealous you had a fucking tracker. Like you have
Yeah.
no idea.
Mhm.
Me and my
Uh,
sister, when we were little, when those first came out, we thought those were the coolest because they had it was the Chevy Tracker and then it became the Geo Tracker.
It was the Geo Tracker, and then Geo turned into the Chevy Tracker,
Yeah,
where basically Toyota pulled out of the whole mix of it.
Right,
Yeah, but
right.
yeah.
I thought those were the fucking coolest.
It was a fun car, man.
Well, they were
It was-
little roller skates.
Yeah, but I mean, to a kid, they look like these are kids. Like these are made
Yeah,
for me.
there's just-
These are
yeah.
these are for me and my people.
High school kids were like, I can afford one of these. It's
Right.
$78 a month.
Right.
That's
all
fucking
good.
sweet.
It's good
Anyway,
shit.
in the back of this car, he had two 24-inch speakers, and they were set up in that V outfit. And that motherfucker we'd listen to the Beastie Boys' License to Ill all the time. Like that was our
Right.
shit. Me, Joey, and Jimmy Sylvester, and I was Ad Rock, he was MCA.
So you guys all had your parts.
Yes. And we would rap our own parts of the song, and that shit would hit so fucking hard. You would feel your hairs on your head like wiggle, and it would make your scalp sore.
That's nice. I love it. Those were the days.
They were
And then,
good days,
like,
man.
Here we are, we're in our 40s, and I'm like, why can't I hear anything?
You know what's funny too is like
Yep.
when you think rap music, you think hip hop. But that's
Oh, yeah.
not like rockers. I remember the
Dude.
rock dudes.
Yes.
Had fucking
When-
systems.
Like hair
When I
bands.
hooked
Yeah.
up, when I got my MTX Pro box and I hooked everything up, I got 2,000 watt amps.
Mhm.
I hooked them up in the Kmart parking lot, and I put in Corn and Blind when that bass run hits.
that
That
fucking
boom, boom,
First
boom.
Born album, dude.
I hooked it up and I'm pressing play, and I'm like, why don't we have sound, this and that? I'm like, oh, the fuses. I pushed the fuses in, and the next thing you know, it was like, oh my God.
Right.
And everybody stopped in Kmart and was looking out the window because I could take a quarter and bounce it 6 inches off the roof of my S10.
Yeah.
It would you just see the whole cab of the truck doing this.
And we keep talking about Corn, But let's not forget that 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine, beat
dude.
like a fucking beast.
Fuck yeah, dude. That industrial fucking.
Yes,
Industrial,
you can
yeah.
put a girl up on top of your car and lay her on top of you and not move, and
Nobody's got to
she's
move.
gonna come. That shit hit that hard.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a good time for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Right? That
Yep.
was the times.
Yep. Even the downward spiral with you know,
Yes.
the closer song, man. Just
Oh, God, that close.
Yeah.
oh,
Your
hell
car was
yeah.
just like, I'm sweating.
Kicking it.
Anyway, all right, let's
stuff.
get back to
Here's my thing. I think we do the next album and call the show because I really feel like this is a segment, a time.
you think, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I
No,
feel these
yeah.
first 3 albums kind of
And
It
then
was
we're
a
gonna
full
get
vibe.
into something
It was
different.
a full ride.
and
Yeah.
we can come back to Eminem and more of this discussion later.
Yeah,
'cause
we'll
it's
do a
fun.
part 2
Because
on it.
I don't know where it went. I saw Darius had put in there. Is there a time? Kind of made me think. Is there a time frame in which Eminem hit for you? And for me
The very
personally,
beginning.
those first 3 albums, the second one more explicitly.
It was the first 2 for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
First 2, yeah.
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 The first 3. I'm with you.
Because then he
I
took
really
a
feel
because
like
then
the
he
first-
took a break.
Yeah,
from
he
music
did
and
he
came
had a
back
hiatus.
not different, but he came back different. You
Yeah.
know, it was definitely something not of the
Well,
first.
and this is his comeback album. This is when he took a break. What year is this? 2004.
Yeah, but he was like working on it still.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
worked on it for a couple of years.
Yeah,
Like
he
we
did.
went from what let me look at when the last album was.
You had
Marshall Mathers was in
Marshall Mathers 99, 2000.
So
Yeah.
2000, the Marshall Mathers LP. was
So
released.
99.
The Eminem Show came
2000.
out in 02.
Yep. And then we get into Encore in 2004.
Right.
So we've been 3-4 solid years without new Eminem, which is a long time in music.
And it felt like it.
Yes, it felt like
As a fan, it felt like it.
but
Definitely.
this is when he makes his turn from I'm new and scrappy and trying to make my place.
We skipped an album,
Oh, what album?
the one before Encore.
The Eminem Show.
Yeah, the Eminem
Oh,
Show,
let's
buddy.
do that one real quick.
That's the 3 I want to talk
That's
about.
that's the
Encore, I
3.
don't-
Yeah.
Okay, so
Encore-
Encore.
Because then
is
you had
after the break.
the hiatus in Encore where he came back where I told you all about what I grew up with. Now I'm going to talk about other
the
things.
shit that's affecting me now and how
Yeah.
people are treating me.
Okay,
and all
so
these
2002. So it wasn't even that long. It was just
Couple
2
years.
years.
things.
between
But it's
this and
still,
Encore.
but that's, you got to think, Slim Shady and then Marshall Mathers, those came out 99, 2000.
right.
So they came out boom,
bang
boom.
bang. Yeah.
And then we had
Yeah.
to wait 2 years.
Couple
and then
years,
wait
yeah.
another 2 years.
And I don't even think it was just 2 years. I think it was early this year and then way late in 04. Like it was probably borderline 3 years. But
Yeah.
we get into so at this point he's established that he's who he is, and then he gets a little bit more political and a little bit more involved in like this is why I am who I am.
I didn't feel he was just political in this album. I felt the politics were trying to touch him.
Maybe, but
Not
like
so much him trying to touch the politics were being like,
Well,
look
I
at
think
this
he-
motherfucker over here. Look what he's
Well,
doing to your
that was
children.
funny you say that because the big thing was like how many times he said motherfucker on it, you know,
Right.
and the use
Definitely.
of that language and that's where I think the hiatus came is to really talk about like what this album that he put out and the backlash he got from a lot of different areas for this album, and I think is what put him away for a little while to be like, all right,
yeah,
you know,
like
I got to figure this out to face these people head on.
Right. This album starts off with White America,
Yes.
where he really addresses like I was writing this music for hip hop fans
Mhm.
and the people that I grew up with and the world I grew up in and all of a sudden your little like rich white kid from Bel Air is like, this is my shit.
Right.
And and the whole song is about like, oh, what is
basically
he doing
and how he's treated differently, being how he knows he's treated different, being a white artist in the hip hop world.
But how is this affecting little Eric and little Erica? You know what I mean? And so like he's going, okay, I did the things that I did, and now you're gonna be out here talking about how I'm ruining your kids.
Right.
Like, Karen, you're fucking ruining your kids.
Yeah.
I'm just making music.
Right.
Right.
And that's
Good
really
fuck,
like
Karen.
the crux of that song. Like, don't blame me because your kids are fucked up. You did that. I just fucking did what I, on the side. Cleaning out my closet. Like, he really gets into
the issues with his mom.
Yeah. And not only that, like, she had issues and she kind of gave him issues. That was the song that he really was like, look, I know you're fucked up, Mom.
You did some fucked up shit.
And I'm going to go ahead and try and find a mental space where I can just be like, okay, you're good. I'm good. We're good. Shit's fucked up, but I mean, I'm not mad. And that's the first time in two albums that he's been like, I'm not mad. Like, I mean,
this is what it is.
Yeah, you are who you are, and I'm sorry that you are who you are.
Right.
But that was the first time, like, he starts to make that corner. And then in later albums, like, he really goes on a journey with that shit.
Right.
But cleaning out my closet was literally him just going, I'm going to spill all these beans, and then we're going to work through it. Or at least I am.
I like Without Me.
It's a good one.
That was definitely, I mean, it was the first poppy hitty one they threw out there, but it really almost felt true. Like, we had this 2 years without him, and so it's kind of like
shit was different without me.
Exactly.
And then everybody slid right back into Eminem's lane.
Yep.
I
Sing for the Moment.
For whatever reason, I can't remember the lyrics to Square Dance, but I remember having a big affinity for that song.
It's weird. It's one. I think it's one of the cadence and the pacing of it
is weird,
different. Yeah.
But I remember thinking that the lyrics were good.
I enjoyed it. This was the first Eminem song to me where there was a few where I listened to it for a little bit.
Skips.
And I'm like, all right, I'm done with this.
Say Goodbye to Hollywood is not one of my favorites.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Say Goodbye to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Haley's song is a good one where it's,
basically
basically 100%. what you're doing for your kids.
Yeah.
Kind of a song, like the shit you go through and the shit that fucks you all up, but the reason why you're doing it and the reason to keep doing it.
That's the first song that he acknowledges that Haley is kind of her own person.
Right.
That's the first song that he's acknowledging she's growing up and she's becoming a person who has her own thoughts. Because in the previous album, she was just a little girl. Don't worry, Daddy's just taking care. I mean, just don't worry about Mommy. She's just taking a little nap. Like, and now all of a sudden we're like, oh no, Haley's got feelings about the way her life is going.
Right.
Okay, so here's a weird, well, it's a fact, but it's just weird coincidence. Haley and TJ are almost exactly the same age.
Yeah, same as Haley and Cassie here.
Okay.
They're right around that.
As he's going through his journey with Haley, I'm noticing the same growth stages with TJ.
Yeah.
So when this song came out, I was like, oh, that's kind of my kid. Anyway.
Puts things in a perspective and a reality.
Yeah, it gives you a different appreciation for milestones and what Haley was going through a lens of somebody you cared about.
Right.
Definitely the Sing for the Moment.
Sing for the Moment was awesome.
Amazing. Video.
Yeah.
Aerosmith
great.
song.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I mean, that was really like a big song. Superman, great fucking song.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like Till I Collapse.
Till I Collapse is one of my favorite Eminem songs.
It'll get the blood flowing.
Right.
It'll get you moving.
It's very much that vibe where he's like, I will do this until it fucking breaks me because I love it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And then My Dad's Gone Crazy.
Oh yeah. My dad's gone crazy.
I think every dude, they're like, yeah, I'm the crazy dad.
Yeah.
I'll
And
fuck you up.
that's legit. That's Haley in the song.
Yep.
Say What You Say is a good song. When the Music Stops.
I enjoy that one.
That's a good fucking song.
Wrong.
It's that whole idea of once the show's over, what are you left with?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the album in the nutshell, but like we've really we attempted to talk about Eminem's career.
Yeah, I mean, really, what spurred this I was the one pushing this because Eminem just got inducted to the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
There's not very many rappers.
No.
Sure shit ain't no white rappers. So,
Well, you got like Run DMC,
LL Cool J. There's not very. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
Beastie
a very
Boys,
tiny-
NWA.
There's a very small
Did
handful.
Method Man get in there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't
I mean,
think
we're
so.
talking like
It's
the
a very
big
small
guns,
handful.
like Jay-Z, Run DMC, Biggie,
Yeah, it's very
Tupac,
small.
Public Enemy, kind of. I think Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Those they're
Run
in there.
DMC, NWA, LL Cool J, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Tupac Shakur, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, Grandmaster Flash, and the Fabulous Five.
Yeah, but look how much
Not
fucking
many.
rap has been out since the beginning of rap.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
none of those people are Eminem. Like, to be honest, all of those people were doing hip hop music a decade before Eminem.
Yeah, but I mean, without, like you said, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious
Right.
Five.
Look at now. Most of these,
Sure.
But that-
most of these
you
guys
look at
are
the
not with
pioneers.
us. You still have to.
But Eminem very much
He
pioneered.
joins an elite few.
Right. But Eminem pioneered a new era in hip hop. Like the people that were inducted up until the time of like the most recent one is Jay-Z, and he was inducted way before Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really like his career was kind of
At the same time.
at the pinnacle of when Eminem started. Like Jay-Z's had a
Yeah.
couple of bangers, but like his maybe biggest song is Hard Not Life.
Oh, I doubt that. No, I don't think so. I doubt that.
What's he had since then that was
99 Problems. New
Wasn't that
York,
before?
No.
same album?
After.
The fucking
New-
money. The one you're talking about is like his first or second album, bro.
Okay. All right. I digress. I just feel like Eminem not only like well, fuck, it's hard to delineate between Jay-Z and Eminem's career because they're relatively parallel.
Yeah, they're going on at the same time.
But very much maybe the greatest two.
Yeah, for sure. I think Jay-Z has quite a few more albums than Eminem, but Eminem
Maybe
has
you
overall
could
more record
arguably
sales.
bring up Kanye.
But he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
No, and he'll never be because he tarnished his own legacy.
Yeah, he fucking shit.
But like,
But if you think about it, Eminem's in, Dr. Dre isn't, Snoop Dogg isn't,
I think they
Wu-Tang
will.
isn't.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think
they're
they
definitely future spots, but to get their place before some of them, that's a big
No,
thing.
no,
man.
you're
Like,
right.
Yeah.
that's really huge. To get picked up by Dr. Dre and have Dr. Dre see something in you, and
right.
be a part of what you've built, and you've been inducted before him. It says, that
I don't know that you
This says
ever
a lot,
see Dr. Dre in there. not because he's not a huge pop icon, but I'm not entirely sure that he ever changed the game.
Producer, dude. Without him, there's a lot of shit that doesn't happen.
True, but that's true of like Master P and some of them other dudes that were. Even Ludacris has been a huge producer of entire musical movements. Like that whole Dirty South thing, you're talking Master P and Ludacris like spearheaded all that shit.
No, it was more than Ludacris came on a lot later than fucking Master P, dude.
True.
A lot later.
We're talking a solid decade. But I'm saying like you're talking about like two dudes that were responsible for moving a large portion of what came out of the South.
You have T.I. and Goody Mob and all kinds of other motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, but
Outkast.
Those were acts, not actual producers of everybody else's shit.
Ludacris is not a producer of other people's shit.
He's not?
No.
Okay.
He's more of a collaborator, I think, than he is.
You think so? That's
full on. I think so.
But Master P for sure.
Not that he hasn't produced, but I think just the amount of. I think he's more of a collaborator.
That whole No Limit Records thing, that was what? Like 20 or so acts were under that label at one point?
Yeah, there was a lot of fucking people. That was a whole...
Ludacris did have a production label, though.
He had a label. He had DTP.
DTP, yeah.
But there's not a lot of there's hardly anybody with that.
I
had like fucking Chingy.
Okay, let me go back and admit that I'm wrong, but he did have his own label production company, right?
I wouldn't call it a label production company. He's had his own label. Eminem has his own label, and he has like fucking 50 Cent and like a couple people on it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Doesn't mean you're producing shit for him just because you're on your label.
It was wrong of me to compare him to Master P for sure.
For sure. Yeah, let's not do that.
We won't do that again.
Ever the fuck again. Ever. Stab. Dragon Buddy was looking like he was gonna stab you too.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
Don't do it, bitches.
Anyway.
We've lost people.
We've lost all the people.
Oh yeah.
We're the only people watching at this point. All right, so we're gonna get into the second.
Sometime we'll come back to it. We'll come back to Eminem in
I don't want to say the second half because I think we're probably talking about the middle third next.
Yeah. There's a couple.
Because and even so, like this dude ain't done.
Yeah.
He's not done. And you look at like the beefs that he's had through the years and stuff are different, basically different people, like who he is through those sections too. So, but the beginning, groundbreaking as far as you had the Vanilla Ice side of it, but Eminem came out with a straight, real hip hop education.
Yeah,
you know, like he was educated in the streets and the hip hop, and it was it hit differently. And it
was his life. I mean, his life was
some fucked up shit.
It was a thing that transcended his skin color. Like he talked about the struggle that
a lot of people deal with, whether they're black or white.
Right. For sure. He brought all that together because he lived that whole world, which was kind of, I mean, he's special in that way.
True.
I mean, not that there hasn't been tons of people who have been through that experience, but he had the musical and lyrical skills to bring it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why he's special in that. Like he's in rarefied.
And then he had that combination of coming out like Eminem is being endorsed by like who the fuck is this white dude? He's in Dr. Dre is saying this guy's legit. Right. So we're all like, whoa, it has to be something.
It has to be something. And it was. It was really something special.
Yeah.
It was something special. Like kudos to Dr. Dre for understanding
that it was more than
Right.
Like, well, when he first knew it, he didn't even know it was a white dude.
Right.
He was like, I like this fucking music. This dude can flow.
Yeah.
Let's get with it. And then,
going on?
He's a white guy?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until Dr. Dre flew him up to California, he knew he was a white dude.
But yeah, we'll get to the middle third or whatever you want to look. We'll come back.
yeah,
I think we hit a good. I mean, we about 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll hit the middle part, and we'll really around the end of the middle part. We should be at the Hall of Fame.
We should.
Yeah.
We just lost more people.
Yeah.
We're dropping like flies.
I don't know that we'll ever get to the end of it because I think this dude's gonna have a career beyond.
Whether he's rapping, he'll still be producing. I know that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So honestly, we might be on the cusp of in the near future his chronic 2001 phase.
Right.
And I mean, I'm kind of ready for that. Could you
Let's get
imagine? Like that album was such a banger.
It was so good.
It was.
Because that came out after the Slim Shady LP, before the Eminem Show. That came out like in the middle.
Yeah.
And it had like 2 or 3 tracks with Eminem on it.
Yeah.
And it was Dr. Dre coming back, which we hadn't heard forever.
Da 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 da. This is the motherfucking DFW.
Oh, we're just the worst.
We're just butchering it. So, that's where we're gonna start. Not like next show, but next time we
approach the Eminem subject.
Yeah,
as it will be, or we'll never fucking do it.
we're gonna do it.
You guys do
If anything, man, it was a good time, a different time. Like,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, this really that was a time for people our age. That was a time.
That was a time. Hell yeah.
It was a whole different pop culture world.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
Really.
For sure. Things gone, kids.
All gone. Bye-bye, bitches.
Say good fucking night.
Motherfucker.
Good fucking.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.